that.
Yeah, I think
But
that's it's a good call in the
had,
recording.
yeah, I had to have this hardcore heart to heart with the ex on the last trip, and it was like, you're not doing enough. You're not doing enough. Like he needs more than this, and you need to do better. So yeah, dude, I feel a lot of those same emotions that you have right now.
It's not fun. And
It's not, dude.
what I've found is that, you know, I could be all upset and get frustrated and say, August is too far away and I deserve to, like I could make it about me, right?
Mm.
That's the initial thing is, because tell your family they're like, we'll just take her to court, right? Like, go fight it out. Like I'm like, if that doesn't sound like swimming upstream, I don't know what does. And so it's better for me to just be like, all right, cool. I'm gonna sit back. I don't want to sit back, but I'm gonna use this time to focus in on this exact problem. Like the problem's getting laid out right there in front of me, and I want to call it Mockingbird because it's inspired by the Eminem song Mockingbird.
Oh, yeah.
And dude, if we can get Eminem to endorse this thing, and like I also want to make it at the level of an Eminem song, right? So you could be able to kind of select your situation. You do the life audit, and it it's got to change you, right? Like because the whole thing is about seeing your kid more often, and there's going to be stuff woven into that to make that the actual product. But the whole thing should kind of be like a slow drip mentorship. Ooh, that's nice. Slow drip mentorship of changing and becoming a person that communicates with their child even though they're separated by distance. And I think that's like enough for me to like really lean into this. So I know you've been working on that mentor thing, and I think this is part of it. And so what I did today was I had Claude build me out a 7-day program that is built for people that have jobs, 2 kids. They want to increase their productivity, just like what we were talking about the other day.
Hmm.
And so I'll show it to you. I just put it. It's in the classroom, inside of the current school community. Let's see if I can pull it up here. Where's it at? This one? Yeah. So it's called Unfuck Yourself in 7 Days. It has, I got to still make the videos, but it has everything that you basically need to do. It walks you through how to download Claude, but then also how to, because I want the main thing to be you're able to talk into your phone. And I know that there's issues with like version control and making sure that the AI understands that you're talking about this specific event that you were mentioning last week, like it has memory. So this I'm going to go through this throughout this next week and actually test this out. But
Mm.
if you have any feed, and it goes like it literally, you can it literally just step by step by step of how to set this whole thing up. It has the life audit in there. It has the life script, um, and the AAR. It has all that stuff in there. So we're almost kind of creating the same thing. Oh yeah, there is a board of directors. Where did I put that? Board of review. No, board review. Yeah, because you got to make your. Oh yeah, board of advisors. Bam.
Yeah.
You select your board of advisors and you have this thing. It's not an app though. That's the main thing. Is it's not an app. It's just something that all you got to download is Claude. That's all you got to have, and it teaches you just how to use Claude. And I think that's something that's really cool because everyone else is building apps,
Hmm.
and we're not.
So the whole thing would live inside of a Claude project, yeah.
Exactly. Called my.
Dude,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say where I keep getting hung up is like scrubbing the data for the advisors. But I think your approach, like, you can have Claude just kind of set the tone with what they could find out there, like free source,
Yeah.
right? Like just free source Alex Ramosi. You don't have to download and buy 100 million copies, right? Just free source all of Chris Williamson, all these people's YouTube videos. And that makes it so much easier than what I've been trying to do. Like,
I made it
that's probably
complicated
like
for you.
phase two or something like that, dude. Like, this is phase one for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I think I made it complicated by saying going through and trying to like keep up with all the content that no, like enough written content is already out there on the internet for these people to advise you. There's nothing they're
Totally.
gonna say. There's nothing they're gonna say in the next 6 months that is gonna change the answer drastically. So yeah, and so what I'm seeing here is less is more, right? Just swim downstream. Don't go build an app that could potentially get hacked and have PII leaked out all over the place because you're now assuming the risk. You're assuming the liability when instead you could just use it's just how to use Gmail better,
Basically.
right? How to use fucking your iPhone better. Honestly, that is a thing that I think is super under dude. If there was a
How to
course,
use iPhone. Yeah.
yeah, like if there's all you got to do is take a little assessment. Here's a business idea. Put the someone take this. So you create a little test for people to take on iPhone functions, and then like a 10-question test, and then when they fucking fail that thing, which they will, it's gonna say you paid $2,000 for this phone, and you're using 30% of its capabilities. For $9.99, I can get you up to 80% of its capabilities. $9.99 in 2 hours. What do you think? You'd be like, damn. And then you'd have a little calculation there of like what knowing 80% more about the tool that you fucking stare at every day, all day long would do for you. Boom. And so it's these ideas of almost not building anything, but just how to use, that's the life audit. That's the life script. It's like how to make your life better, not by adding shit to it, but just by using your tools smarter. And I think we're going to sneak right by people that are trying to build shit if we just teach them how to use the thing that already exists on their phone and we assume no risk.
How do we make money from the unfuck yourself in 7 days? What do you think you're gonna do with that? And how are you gonna turn that into income?
I'm going to do exactly what we're doing right now is I'm going to give that away for free to people inside of the community. They come into the community for free. They get this unfuck your life thing in 7 days, and then there'll be a weekly call like this, which you guys are already grandfathered in because eventually these calls are going to get more valuable. Like more shit's about to happen. Like in fact, I'm about to give a job away today to somebody who wants it. But these things are going to become way, way, way more valuable. So we're going to reduce the number of them so that when we come in, it's just like decision made, decision made, decision made, decision made. That's my goal. But for the job that's open for anyone that wants to take it, crypto, crypto job, crypto investment manager. You guys know anything about Bitcoin,
Whoever it
Ethereum?
is gonna be, I'm gonna hug their freaking side because I want to learn.
Yep.
Dude, I bought Bitcoin in 2017 at a
Yeah.
low of about $3,000. That's the only thing that I did.
Did you
Man,
keep it?
I have kept it this entire time. Dude, I am a
You're the only one. Everyone else
dude, I
spent
am
it.
a hey, what was it Charlie Munger said? The money isn't made in the buy or the sell, it's made in the hold.
Yeah.
That's it, dude. I haven't sold any stocks ever. Not any real ones. I did some pump and dump with like Dogecoin and stuff like that, but and some Coinbase stuff and a little bit of stuff like that. But I held Bitcoin, I've held Ethereum for a very long time.
Good job. Yeah,
Yeah.
I bought it at 14,000 and I spent it all on steroids. That's a great hook right there. I bought Bitcoin at $14,000 and I spent it all on steroids. Ha! Lesson learned. Yeah. So anyone who wants a crypto investment gig, hit me up in the school DMs. All right. What else? That was all. That was all my announcements there. I kind of got us off track. How's the? How's your? Like, where are you at with your project? With your AAR project? Is it building into something, or is it just like a web based thing?
Mine is purely, it's all in Claude. So the entire,
Perfect.
it's all in Claude. I've built the basically the folder here. I did go through the effort of buying all of Alex Hormozzi's books, digitally downloading all those into the folder. So now Claude can just basically go in there and it can pull all of his stuff. I've only got through his stuff so far, but Chris Williams' stuff is all out there for free. Jordan Peterson has hundreds of YouTube videos out there. All I don't know if you know Jordan Peterson really well, but he did a lot of super in-depth religious stuff back when he was first getting started.
Yeah.
Dude, he's got like 4 hour long things on like, Genesis, only on Genesis, not Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, or Deuteronomy, Genesis. I'm just kind of still just building like Raphael said, and I'm doing that probably about 25-30% of the time. I didn't tell you the other night, but I did make two more sales. So I'm up to 3,000. So I've sold six $500 roadmaps out of 14 cold, well, not kind of cold calls, but these are businesses that I've been to recently or in
Hell
the last
yeah.
few months. But I did some interesting stuff with Claude, and there's like 140,000 automotive shops in the US that don't have a website right now. So I'm like over here in the back of my mind, just like doing math. I'm like, I've been talking to Dr. Ryan Bland, and I may be getting like a short-term disability leave from work, and so that I don't have to drop my pay and I can focus on this full time. And I've been thinking about doing. You said made a comment around the YouTube house, like, what if you just lock yourself in a room and you had to make $100,000? And I'm just going through looking at all the businesses that have 3-star reviews, looking at all the businesses that don't have websites, and it's like it's a it's a game of numbers. It's like all I've got to do is sit there and call and DM and call and DM. Literally, I could sit there for a month and not get through all 10 million of them, right? But if I just closed, God, 2.5%. You're talking, it's kind of like it's a numbers game. The amount of money could be $500,000, or something like that. Who knows what it could be. So,
Imagine if you had
I've got
another
to,
person calling.
dude, that's the other thing is just imagine you had another person calling. That's what Claude is like, dude. You could scale this to $100,000 months if you had three people calling for you. Easy, this is going to be a quick run, right? This isn't going to be a forever thing. This is going to, how much money can we make as fast as we can? Is pretty much the way, fuck the do it for them thing. I could just sell, 500 or 1,000 $500 things and make, is that $500,000? I think so. Yeah.
You're stacking the evidence, as Hormozy would say. You're stacking the evidence with proof that says you are who you say you are. Boom.
Irrefutable stack of evidence. I remember he had a podcast with Chris Williamson and he said those exact words there. And that's exactly what it is. So it's just like, I don't know. I'm meeting with Dr. Bland on Friday. I'm going to pursue a like short-term disability through work so I can take a month off from the corporate world due to borderline blood pressure, cholesterol, stroke, all of that kind of stuff because my blood pressure is through the roof right now.
Oh shit.
And I'm just going to kind of pivot and just kind of just lean in on this motherfucker really fucking hard, like really fucking hard. Instead of 8 hours for Pfizer, it's going to be 8 hours of DMs, calls, blah 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 until I know I can do this, and then I'm gonna fucking quit. That's the strategy right now.
That's
That's
all.
not from Claude either. That's
That,
me.
that's awesome, man. That's awesome. You're doing the thing. Kobe Bryant would say, "The work is the dream.
The work is the dream.
The work is the dream." All right, dude. Well,
Yeah,
let me know how I can
yeah.
support that. I think what we should do is to make this fun. you should take your product that you're making, your AI mentor, and I'll take my file of the thing that I did, and we should make them face off.
Oh, yeah,
You
I
know what I
like
mean?
that.
We run some
Yes.
like we give it a scenario, right? Your name is Todd. You have two kids. You work at a, I don't know, manufacturing job. You coach softball on the side. You have about 90 minutes a day you could put toward AI. Which one of these plans is going to make you the most successful?
Hmm.
And then what's going to happen is it's going to take all the best parts from both of ours and it's going to mash them into one very simple product that we can put on a document and people just go down the list, install it all for them, just and then they just hit go.
It could revolutionize people. Seriously, dude, the AI mentor thing is fucking phenomenal. I can't believe there's nobody else out there doing this
It can
because
be
this is insane.
it could be an additional product that you just add as a bonus to your business audit. Like
Hmm.
you sell them the business audit, and then you go, look, but like this will work if you implement all this stuff. But if you want it to really work, then you need to work on yourself too. And this is a tool to do that.
Oh yeah.
And they'll see that because most business owners realize that, like, at least I think the ones that are savvy, that the reason where they are is because of their own actions, whether successful or unsuccessful. Most founders know, like, it's me, it's on me. It's my fault where I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's do that. My file is ready, so I can send. I can send it over to you, and you can face them off against each other if you want.
Yeah, dude, send me your file. Is it the prompt in school here?
Yeah, that's the whole thing. That's the whole school
Yeah.
community. But I'll just send you one markdown file that you can just upload and literally put it in an arena with yours and
Dude, that's gonna be sick.
run a bunch of simulations. Austin, unfuck yourself version 4. Hunter, speaking of school communities, I had this crazy idea. Why don't we create a clipping part of Instagram for retards? Because I was thinking about all the people that have come through Instagram for retards that don't cut it. Okay, they can't cut it as a creator because they don't like talking to the camera or they can't be consistent or whatever. They're just too whatever. But they all still know how to make a good video if they came to the calls and if they go through the 30-day content plan. And so, but if you suck at making content and you get demotivated, there's a backup plan. Because you know how to make good videos, you can become a clipper. And you can make money faster as a clipper than you can trying to grow an audience to 100,000 followers. And so we have this like little not a remedial, but like it's a branch off of like where you kind of wash out, or obviously the people that just want to do the clipping, but for the guys that wash out or are not consistent, we can simply just send them a DM and be like, hey, would you want to come and just try to do some clipping? All you got to do is watch these 3 videos and you'll be ready to go. And I think that would be a really good place to, yeah, educate people, help them, make a little bit of money. But then you're going to start to identify some of your really good clippers, and then you can have them be your little mercenaries for the bigger accounts. So you can end up having like clippers underneath you, along with a community of people clipping, and you wouldn't
Yeah,
have,
that's a
and you
good
wouldn't have
idea.
to start from scratch because you can just do it with our people. It doesn't have to stay forever, but I mean, it's literally a head start.
Yeah, I was just thinking too, like there's some people that maybe they still want to make content, like they're not giving up on content, but they need they need some sort of money short term. And like the matter of the fact is monetizing on Instagram is not fucking easy.
No, so I don't even advise it. But clipping could be a quick way to make some cash. So I think we should do that. All you would have to do is we would just need to start a category in the community feed that says clipping, and then start a classroom, and then do a live call once a week. And then we drive people in through email, social media. We can do some webinars together to grab some people. I say we do it. I'll tell Nick to give you admin access.
Sweet.
Nick, admin to Hunter for clipping. All right, what else? What else do we need to talk about? This can be a short one. Nothing wrong with that.
I saw you started clipping a little bit.
It's Restream.
Oh, okay.
Restream is doing it right now, and I hooked up my phone to. So my phone is videoing me over here right now, and it will clip. I don't know. It has some AI clipping thing, and it is not very good. I had to go through and cut out the uhs and ums, and the text is on my fucking face.
I saw
So
that.
yeah, so it's not perfect, but it does, I guess, a decent job.
Is there any way I could teach that, like how to do this?
What do you mean?
Because like there was some minor thing, like they weren't they weren't good, but like there was easy fixes that like if I could instruct the program, it would be like easily a lot better.
Like you could prompt it.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I mean, you could have Claude give access to the Google Chrome extension, migrate to Restream, and then have it use the editing tool and get all of that out of there. It would take a while to get it dialed in, but you can do it.
okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, but that's just on Restream. Cade, did you film
Hey,
your
look.
did you film your life today?
Yeah, I did do some of it.
Which part of it? How far would you
Let's see.
get?
I mean, I pretty much got it all. I didn't do much today, but I did film it.
All right, good. What was the theme of the day? We're talking about content now.
It was day in the life. I mean, I don't know that there was a specific thing.
Well, hell yeah, there was, because you lived a whole fucking 17 hours so far. So what did you do? What
Um,
what was the theme? What you had fucking 70,000 thoughts today.
uh, See, what did I do? I went and looked at a potential listing. That's pretty much it. I went and looked at a potential listing and went to Lowe's. I mean, nothing really special. Uh, yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Didn't do much today.
What made you laugh?
Huh? No,
What
I'm just looking at something else.
what made you laugh today?
Mm, I don't know.
You got to laugh at least once a day.
I gotta laugh all the time, man.
Well, good. Those are the moments you want to make content about right there. The shit that's funny. The shit that's like, I saw this at Lowe's today. That was wild. Or this house literally had no fucking driveway, just fucking a garage that led into grass. What the fuck? Right? Like stuff like that. What happened that was out of the ordinary? You got to be looking for those things. The world is fucking weird, dude. It's weird, and the weird shit will pop up right in front of you, and that's the content. I saw a guy mopping the Taco Bell parking lot the other day. I'm dead
Come
fucking
on.
serious. He was mopping. He was even spraying on the handicap sign, the handicap like asphalt sign, the blue and white one. He was spraying it, and then he was mopping it.
Was he an employee?
Yeah, yeah. And I was like, wow. There, you got your life has got to be doing is something wrong if you're mopping the fucking parking lot at Taco Bell. So that's the shit you got to start looking for, all right? Especially realtor shit, since that's hot on your mind right now, right? What made that listing unique? You run into another agent. Did you look at the house and go, all right, I can't fucking sell this thing? Or did you look at the house and go, yeah, I know exactly who needs to live here. This neighborhood looks like, bam. You start describing it. You start living it out.
He was just laughing, so I know something was fucked up about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a whole situation. So the guy's going through a divorce with his wife. He's got to sell the house.
Here we
The
go.
house.
Here we go.
Okay, I didn't film the house, but I mean, like, the house needs substantial work, obviously. So the guy is basically what he wants to do is he wants to get an appraisal because it's not going to really appraise for shit.
Why?
So he wants to get an appraisal and then basically list it with me, and then have his brother just shoot a lowball offer.
This is
To
amazing.
basically transfer the title. But I mean, it is legit. I mean, there's nothing really off about it. I mean, from what he's saying, his ex-wife thinks it's worth more than anybody will reasonably pay for it.
All right, well, that's the content right there, dude. You don't got to disclose any names. You don't got to disclose any addresses. But you got to go, all right, so this shit happened today. And maybe dude, and you could easily become the guy who people go to for this fucking get out of this house divorce debacle. A lot of men go through that. I'm stuck with this house. I'm getting divorced. I don't know what the fuck to do. I call Cade. 444-444-4444. Going through a divorce?
Yeah.
Is your ex-wife fucking crazy? Do you have a house? Call Cade. 444-444-4444.
I love it. It's beautiful.
Yeah, you could be the divorce realtor. Is that a thing? I don't think so. I haven't seen that show on TLC yet. The Divorce Realtor, episode 1.
Oh man,
Day in the life of a divorce realtor. What's a divorce realtor? I just fucking made it up. Let me tell you. It's a lot like a divorce lawyer, except I just deal with one part of it, just the house. And trust me, the house during a divorce is really fucking important. So I specialize in divorce realty.
Oh, I mean, it's a good way to spin it.
Yeah. I can help you divorce your house and your wife.
Yeah, I like it because it's a different angle on things.
It's satire and it's true. And that's what you do is you just go to Claude and you tell it the fucking craziest shit. You go, you're going to think I made this shit up. So this guy, he's getting divorced and he thinks he's going to get this for it. But to hedge his bets, he's actually going to get his brother to do a lowball offer so they can switch the title and then he can fuck off to Thailand with the lady boys or whatever. Like you just make up, Theo Vaughn?
Yes.
You know how he just makes up stories that just aren't true whatsoever? Remember that time in 7th grade Cade was just eating hot dogs and everyone was like, does he have a nutritional deficiency or something? Is that why he's losing his hair already? Because all he eats is hot dogs? Like, that's not true, but that's exactly what Theo Vaughn does. And you can do that same shit with this divorce thing. What you do is you just use hyperbole. You exaggerate literally everything. And it tells a really, really good story. But the base of it is true. So you make up the shit about the lady boys. Like one of my best reels ever when I first popped off was what a bodybuilder eats while trapped in an airport. And I was trapped in an airport, but the things that were funny was like I would talk about like the flight attendant who was definitely having an affair with the pilot because they were fucking chatting it up. Like like no one really cared about the food I was eating. They cared about that commentary about the flight attendant or about the fat person that didn't buy the second seat. or you know what I mean, or the seat extender. Like really, like this person had to get when they have to bring you a seat extender, they make sure the whole plane's quiet before they give it to you, so they so everyone knows where the seat extender's going. But you just kind of like you kind of add that hyperbole. You know, that's what I said last night. Like when you're telling when you're doing your voiceover, drink a beer or two before because you'll get nice and loose. That's exactly what you want to do. I'm not saying that you have to go drink, but you want that kind of
Sure.
you want that kind of laid back like beer drinking, talking to your pipe fitter buddies, tone, not monotone, but that's the tone. Is you're speaking in this pipe fitter blue collar way, and but you're talking about realtors, or you're talking about houses, you're talking about divorce, you're talking about whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically just whatever you're talking about, you want it to be something that's going to engage people. It's not going to be just your average everyday bullshit.
Yep, and that reel right there, dude, that video will do 10 times better than the one where you actually sell a house.
Sure.
It'll do
Because
ten
I
times
mean,
better.
because that's all you're trying to do is trying to hook people in.
Yep. They're there for the story. And if you're and there ain't nothing funnier than fucking Jerry Springer divorce shit. So if you're the divorce realtor, man, that's hilarious. You're gonna have some incredible stories of why people get divorced. Dude, my neighbor over here, Frank, I call him the neighborhood watch. He just sits in his garage literally all day. He's retired. But he has told me this story just a million times, and if it was on the internet, it would go viral every single time. He has been married twice, 20 years in between each wife. Okay, both of them left him for doctors. He's like, you can't make this shit up, and he's not like in the healthcare field or anything. He was a bartender. He was a bartender. Okay, and both of his wives over the span of 40 years both ended up leaving him for doctors that work in hospitals, a cardiologist and a fucking radiologist. He's like, you can't make this shit up. So like those stories, those things of like you're never gonna fucking believe this. Those are the ones that will go viral.
Yeah, because I mean, why in the hell would, someone choose a doctor over a bartender?
Yeah. I'm also thinking about your situation right now. You can do things like if you're getting divorced and you need to sell a house, this is exactly what not to do. And then you talk about this guy specifically. Like if you really want to fuck this up, do this. That's another way to tell the story. Give your predictions. All right, so I'm going to do this. Do I think it's going to work? Not at all, but I'm still getting 2% either way.
Yeah, and that's kind of the
You got to go
more of the
have fun. You got to go have fun. And I would recommend either typing it out or writing it out. Definitely rehearse it a few times. And yeah, tell a story. Use voice inflections. Use innuendos. Use little like side comments. Those are always good. Like, that's what she said. Or like, you can just kind of throw those in there. Like this one I did with this kid that was living here. I was like, he thinks he's gonna go take Sarah Safari out to eat In and Out. Yeah, right. Like you throw in these like little side comments that add to the humor.
okay.
All right, go do it, and let's see it tomorrow.
Sure.
Sweet. What else we got, man? What time is it? 6:40. Let's see what the chat says. I have a. Let's see if these guys have any. I've been neglecting. I don't really pay attention to the chat. I need to. What do we got here? What do we got here? Chat. What does it say? Hi, my man. Just ran out of rosin. Take a dab for me. All right. Well, not a ton of activity there, but yeah, appreciate those of you that are watching on the stream. Anyone else? Austin, Hunter, Cade, you guys got anything else you want to talk about?
I'm good. I'm just focusing on the
three things I got, and I'm not trying to add any more to it right now. I don't think.
No, you shouldn't. What's one thing each of you guys are gonna do this week to love yourself? That's a hard one. What is one thing you will do this week to love yourself? I am gonna do three. Fuck. I'm gonna do three cold plunges this week. Ah! I fucking hate the cold plunge. I hate it. I have a personal fucking relationship with it. It sits in my garage and I walk past it like it doesn't see me. Like it's literally like it's a character in my life. It's a villain, and I look at that motherfucker and I just hate it. But
Like the Green Goblin mask.
but I know I know it's good for me. I know it's good for me. I know it's good for me. It is like one of the highest versions of self-love because you have to be still and you can't fight it. You can't think about anything else. It's literally impossible, and you just have to fucking sit there. And I count planes because I somehow rented the only house in Las Vegas that's just right under the fucking flight path. So like I literally like 12 planes it will take 4 minutes for 12 planes to fly over my house, and that's when I get out. It's a bitch. All right, so what are you guys gonna do? What is it? Maybe it's I don't know. It could be eating something. It could be abstaining from eating something. It could be exercise related.
I've been, I haven't done it much in the past like week or two since Lent is over, but I think I'm gonna fast this week at least for do one full day at least.
24-hour
Just kind of
fast.
like, yeah.
Oh fuck!
I'm good
those
with
are
that
hard,
stuff. Just as like a reset, and then just make sure I'm hitting the gym and good diet on the other days or on all the days, you know.
I want to challenge somebody to only eat for a week all their meals with chopsticks.
Oh, dude, I'm a master at chopsticks.
Are you?
I got the Asian wife. Oh, dude, yeah, I'm a legit ninja with chopsticks.
I'm terrible.
Dude, when I met my wife, I went on YouTube and I learned how to use chopsticks the first time I was meeting her parents because they're Asian, they're Chinese, and I was like, "Fuck, I don't know. I'm a redneck from South Carolina. I fucking use chopsticks." But I learned and I got some straws and I practiced and I practiced and I practiced. I fucking crushed it. They were impressed with my chopstick skills.
Did you like play it off like you've been using them for years, or did you say that you've been practicing?
Oh, totally. Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, this is nothing. I got this. Yeah.
What is the right play on that? Is the right play to play it off like you've been doing it for years, or is it to admit like, thanks, I've actually been trying to do this because like, what do you do? What is, because I don't ever know which way to go because that happens often, right? Like today, I prepared for a meeting. Like I had Claude test me on it. And then when the guy said, "Wow, you were really prepared for this meeting," I was like, "Yeah, I had Claude test me on it. Like I'm fucking, you know what I'm saying?" Where it wasn't just like, "Oh yeah, you know, I didn't play it off like I was an expert. I played it off like I wanted to impress you with how much I know, and it looks like I fucking did." What's the right play?
Dude, I don't know. I think it's situational dependent. You know, I mean, it might play. Afterwards, of course, I told them all my lies because they were like, "Oh, you've had Asian food?" I was like, Then they start drilling into it. It's like, no, dude, I'm from bumfuck nowhere, South Carolina. There's no Asian restaurants where I'm at.
Yeah,
So,
I guess there is an end
yeah.
of the road there with you. Yeah, all right.
Always,
Maybe
definitely.
that's a bit different. Yeah, because eventually they're gonna be like, they'll see it. They're like this.
Yeah, you're full of shit, dude.
That's funny.
But dude, the self love for me, dude, it's honestly hitting greater than 12,000 steps a day. Because I work pretty sedentary at a computer all day long. I've been having trouble like getting into single digit body fat. I've just been, I've had holding on some love handles a little bit here lately, and it's just been a struggle to get lean like I used to be.
Do you take testosterone?
Maybe I need some peptides. Yeah, I'm on TRT. I'm on like 1 cc a week. But my test levels are well over 1,300. I mean, they're pretty high. But I don't know if I need to like get more in tune with that type of that side of the house with a better coach. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just really struggling to get, just that down there, just tight, man.
Well, you
Oh, it
don't
pisses me off.
you don't like eating, which is a red flag for like people
Fix it.
that people don't eat
Boss, fix
enough.
it.
Yeah. So
Oh
you're
yeah, dude. I mean 3 meals a day now.
how
Doc
many?
was like, "How do you expect your body to perform when you only eat 1,200 calories a day? Are you a
Yeah.
fucking idiot?" And I
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, I am. Yeah,
See, that's okay. This is good for everyone to know. How old are you? Almost 40?
40 this year."
Yeah, gonna be 40. All right. The body starts to behave differently. And the most high leverage thing you can do for yourself as a human being is to try to get your metabolism as inefficient as possible. People are like, inefficient? Why would you want an inefficient metabolism? I'll tell you why. Because an inefficient metabolism means you need to eat a lot of food. An efficient metabolism means you don't need to eat a lot of food. But what that doesn't mean is that you lose weight easier because you don't eat a lot of food. In fact, it actually is the opposite because if you're not eating a lot of food and you don't like the way you look, then you're already like pulling from a cup that's there's not a lot to give. So if you're eating 1,200 calories, what are you going to do? Eat 900? Just eat, what do you just eat zero, right? So like that, and then your body just becomes this storage facility because you've made it so efficient at holding on to calories, and it shoots you in the foot. And so yeah, dude, that was
Same with
my problem.
cardio.
Yeah, yeah,
Like if
same
you're doing
there.
an hour, or you want to do an hour and a half, or like 2 hours.
Yeah, but the food thing, coming from a guy that never wanted to track macros and only wanted to, I fought that fucking macro tracking tooth and fucking nail. I was like, I don't need to type my food into my phone. That's ridiculous. That's obsessive. And then when I finally just gave into it, it all started working. And so if you can get that, I'm glad you're eating 3 meals a day. Dude, if you can get to four, if you can get to five, and you start actually like looking the same, but eating more food, that's when you know now I can go back down. And then it'll actually start. That's the problem. People will dig themselves into a hole and then they just can't dig any deeper. So you got to fill the fucking hole back up, which is usually a mind fuck for people because they're like, I got to eat more food. I want to lose weight. How is that going to work? And you go, don't fucking think about it. Just fucking do it. And it works. It's the weirdest fucking thing ever. But if you eat more food, you will lose weight. Doesn't work. Ugh. It makes my mind hurt too, but that's how it is. And if you're,
Dude, it's the energy too.
oh
It's how
yeah,
good I feel. Like instead of coming home at the end of the day just waxed because I fasted for 17 hours, like, dude, I have ample energy. Like, I feel phenomenal. I,
that's
I,
good.
I noticed this within like 2 or 3 days, and I'm like, I'm a fucking idiot. I know this. Like, I've coached thousands of clients before between
Yeah,
personal training and bodybuilding and triathlons and endurance running and nutrition. I mean, I lived at the fucking Olympic Training Center for 6 months being coached out of there. Like, I know this shit, but I'm a fucking idiot because I think I'm special. Because I think I'm special. Yeah, I'm not special.
the mirror gets held up.
The mirror.
Yeah. Well, that's a goal then, dude.
That's it, dude.
You gotta get to shirt off confidence. Shirt off confidence. That should be like one of the ten commandments of this group. Shirt off level confidence. Doesn't mean you have to have shirt off level physique, but you gotta have shirt off level confidence. I like that.
Definitely.
I like
It's
that.
like Liver King's 7 ancestral tenets. Oh, did you hear the statistic around how many men are millionaires versus how many men have six pack abs? Have you heard those statistics floating around? Have you seen that at all?
I remember it being like
There's
a
more millionaires now.
Dude, there are literally one in 5 or 100 men are millionaires. 1 in 1,000 have a six pack abs. It's
yeah.
more common to be a millionaire than have six packs. So if you have both, like, dude, oh, dude.
Yeah, six packs are kind of like gold, right? They won't like really. It doesn't inflate.
Yeah, that's so good, dude. That's a good fucking. I don't know if a hook, but that's a good fucking caption right there, dude.
Yeah, my confidence. I think what's is interesting at 35 years old. Like, here's a question: like, how long do you guys think that I have had shirt off level confidence? Like in years?
Eh, 2.5.
Dude, you're a ranger, man. I mean, if you didn't have it when you were in range as a ranger, I don't know. You probably had just a mental thing there. I'd say at least 7, 8 years.
Nah, dude. Literally, I got jacked. Like, literally, someone told me I looked like a bodybuilder. I was 32 years old. So this is only 3 years ago. And before then, I had gynecomastia. So I had like the puffy nipples and stuff. Dude, I was shirt on at the pool for fucking like 3 decades. And when that switched, that was like an upgrade in self confidence. Like it really was, and it was like kind of a thing where it's like almost something I don't have to worry about anymore. Like when like you know like when you're financially secure, right? Like I don't know, when you make your $20 million, you're gonna be like, all right, cool, I'm good. Like if it all fucking goes to hell, like I got some cushion here. I feel all right. That when you get that with your body, that's like the next thing is like, okay, cool. Like now I'm happy with where I'm at. Like probably won't have to worry about that again. And I kind of think life is like where you're like for me is like I'm gonna try to go through each of those sectors of my life and get to that like confidence level, and then I don't know. That's just kind of my mission, right? Like checked off the body one. I'm gonna try to check off the financial one next. Checking off the spiritual one. That one's gonna take some work. But yeah, checking them all off.
Dude, I had gyno for 20 years.
Oh, you had it cut
Maybe
out.
even longer than that. I did. I had surgery in 2021. And
Same.
until 2022, I did not have shirt off level confidence, man. I had it. I think it was like a genetic thing. I had it before I ever got on TRT. I just had it my entire life, dude. I just
Yeah.
had puffy nipples my entire life, and I was always self conscious about it. And finally, I said, "Fuck it." I paid $10,000, had that shit fucking removed, and dude, it's been a life changer since then, man. I ain't afraid to talk about that, dude. It was phenomenal.
Same here.
Shit.
Did
Yeah.
when you had your bitch tits? That's what they're called.
Yeah.
Did you have T-shirts that like were your good T-shirts?
Oh,
Yeah.
of course, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like I could pinch them and they would make my nipples a little smaller because they would go down a little bit. If I was cold, you couldn't tell.
Yeah.
But if it was in the summertime, like I could take my shirt off in the summer because I'd always like rubbing them, trying to make them small, you know. But that sounds so weird to even say. Hopefully, Claude's picking all of this up to sham me.
I
But
I
fucking
used to
dude,
I used
surgery
to
was the way to go.
I used to turn in the mirror to the side like this, so I had a good side profile to make sure that like they weren't popping out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a crazy time, dude. I got mine done. This is I don't know how I got away with this. I got mine done as after I was out of the military, but through TRICARE. Yeah, and
Nice.
the guy who did my surgery, I have no clue how I pulled this off. I told them that it was affecting my marriage and that I was having uh, performance issues because of it,
Oh
and
yeah.
yeah, and so they're like, "Oh man, that's a big problem," and I was like, "Yeah," and so I had to get a mammogram. Did you have to get a mammogram?
I did not have to get a mammogram.
Yep, I
No.
had to go get a titty exam, and they take your nipple and they put it between these two pieces of glass and they squish it down and they take a picture of it. And so they did that, and then when I had the surgery, the guy who did the surgery had never done one before. And he told me that straight up. Yep, he was a plastic surgeon. He was like, I don't know, maybe like 65. He like wasn't in the army anymore. Obviously, he was just a DOD doctor. And he was like, I've never done this before. He's like, but I've done a bunch of like boob jobs. He's like, on girls. He's like, so it's gonna be a breeze. And I was like, get it, dog. And yeah, he did it, and it was awesome. And I have, dude, no regrets. But I got it for free, and I still to this day do not know how that worked out. But I never got a bill.
Hey, I've only ever done boob jobs.
Yeah, if you have
That's my
gyno,
understand.
get it cut out.
Fuck yeah. Don't live with that shit.
Nah. All right, boys. We're on a 48-hour break until Tuesday. Austin, we'll talk about We'll face off our Claude tools. Hunter, I'll give you admin access to iDrew4R. Cade, you're gonna have us a funny ass script about being a divorce realtor. Chronicles of the Divorce Realtor, episode 1. What is a divorce realtor?
Love it.
Yeah. All right, boys. We'll see you tomorrow or Tuesday.
Yeah, all right, thanks, Daniel.
Peace. Stream. Thanks, y'all. That was fun. At this setup right here.